welcome back to the channel. You know me, it's that M.I.C. Craig, aka Mr. Impact, back here on the Mr. Impact Craig YouTube channel, back to this time review this last TNA Impact Wrestling on Access TV and TNA Plus for everyone else. But before we get into the show, once again, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Goes a long way. Already up to 30 subscribers, 20 away from my goal of 50 before Slammiversary. We've got 1 week. Appreciate everyone who's came along and subscribed. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you to the new viewers. Thank you for interacting with my posts and all that good stuff. I appreciate it, I really do. It goes a long way. As I said, starting out fresh on my own, so every little bit helps, and I appreciate you taking the time to help me out with in the way you can. So I appreciate you. But without any further ado, I guess we should kick it off and go into the review of TNA Impact from this last Thursday, the 11th of July, 2024. We started off where we left off last week, kind of, but when Kazarian was outside after the system had driven off, after questioning who had attacked Nick Nemeth. Turns out it's Frankie Kazarian. Ryan Nemeth was filming him. Kazarian asked him if he was going to take revenge for his brother, blah, blah, blah. He said, no, I'm going to watch my brother kick your ass. And then Kaz and Nemeth have a brawl outside. Nemeth doesn't look 100%, so his medical clearance status is up in the air for Slammiversary. Don't know if he'll be cleared for Slammiversary, but go ahead to start the show. Intrigued to see what happens with this six-way elimination match now, but I liked it. What be interesting to trying to figure out now whether Nick Nemeth will be a part of that match. Hopefully, but if they can find someone else from maybe someone from NXT, I'll be down for it as long as it's a big name. So then we go straight to the ring for the Knockouts World Championship Open Challenge from Jordynne Grace. It's Izzy Dame from NXT. She answers the challenge. Before they get started, the personal concierge comes out to keep the tradition going of Ashby Elegance watching every Knockouts World Title match of Jordynne Grace so far. Only this time it's via satellite, supposedly from the Bahamas, but if you know, then it's actually Australia. Decent match. Been watching NXT for some time, more regularly now, since I've been doing the HCW Show Squared thing. Yeah, Izzy Dame looked good. I think it might be the longest match I've seen of Izzy Dame's, because since I've been watching NXT on a regular basis. Singles match anyway, certainly the longest singles match of Izzy Dame. Look good. Jordynne Grace does Jordynne Grace does, and is the juggernaut. She's juggernaut for a reason. She's Knockouts champion for a reason. But Izzy Dame looks strong. The height difference between them was mentioned and was played on quite a bit. All in all, can't really fault the match. It worked. The personal concierge got involved a little bit, but he was scared off by Rosemary. Rosemary scared off the personal concierge, and Jordynne wins with the Juggernaut driver. Good match. Yeah, decent start to the show. Can't really say much more on that. The NXT TNA relationship is, I'm enjoying it for what it is, but as I said in the last video, I'm a little bit concerned. But that's more detail to come with that feeling of that anyway. Then after that match, we go backstage. From the break, we come backstage. Santino is announcing the main event for tonight. It is a roulette tag team match between four of the 6 competitors in the 6-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship at Slammiversary. Team number one is Joe Hendry and Josh Alexander. Team number 2 is the TNA World Champion Moose and Steve Macklin. Looking forward to that one. Then go back to the ring, and it's the second appearance of an NXT star on this show tonight. Charlie Dempsey takes on Zachary Wentz, and Charlie Dempsey gets the win against Zachary Wentz. The crowd seemed to be more behind Dempsey in this one, which I get because the Rascals were heel at Against All Odds, and now we've got another face again. Not sure, but again, really good match. Wentz went with Dempsey on the ground, tried to take it up high. Dempsey brought him back down again. Dempsey dominated his majority of this match. I do understand that more, because no one from NXT has won on TNA TV yet, so I get it, and it makes sense in what Charlie Dempsey's doing. It's a distraction on the outside when Miles Bourne of the NQCC attacks Trey Miguel. Wentz gets distracted, a roll up, 1, 2, 3, and Charlie Dempsey is beaten Zachary Wentz on TNA TV. Really solid match. I can't fault it in any way, really. Hopefully they do bring it up on NXT TV this week or next week, but I liked it. Both look strong. Now we've got the NQCC there, and which again a little bit further on, but where is that? Yes, there we go. But yeah, great match. Ended with Bourne and Dempsey standing in the ring over the Rascals. Decent match. The system got something to say. I'm not really paying much attention to that. The same old. Yeah. Talk about their match next week with the Hardys. Eddie and Myers talk about their match next week against the Hardys. Lish talks about Spitfire, and Moose talks about his tag match tonight and tells Macklin to stay out of his way, and maybe one day Macklin will learn to trust the system. Cool. Moose praises JDC for last week. Then we head outside the parking lot. Charlie Dempsey and Miles Bourne standing there, talking about this is why they came to TNA, show the world that they're the best faction in all of pro wrestling. Over comes Tavon Heights, says wherever you go, I go. In the NQCC, I go wherever you go. It would be NXT or TNA. Santino Marella comes out, tells them that they've earned themselves a 6-man tag next week against the Rascals and a partner of Santino's choosing, who is from our world but knows your world, referring to someone from TNA but also knows NXT. Be interesting to see who it is. I haven't read the spoilers, so I don't know. I'm going to avoid the spoilers as much as I can, but got me thinking. I'm liking this. Sounds should be a lot of fun. Then we have triple threat action, number one contenders match for the TNA X Division Championship to face Mustafa Ali at Slammiversary. Speedball Matt Bailey defeats Jonathan Gresham and Kushida. The match ends with Kushida trying to put Gresham in a hoverboard lock after Gresham tried to use the ink, which was countered by Kushida spraying the green mist at Jonathan Gresham. And as Kushida tried to get Gresham in the hoverboard lock, Speedball Matt Bailey hits the Ultima weapon, catching Jonathan Gresham the most, but also taking out Kushida, but pins Gresham 1, 2, 3, and Speedball Matt Bailey is the official number one contender for the TNA X Division Championship. After the match, Mustafa Ali's Secret Service came out and started laying a beat down on Bailey and Seven, followed by Campaign Singh, followed by the X Division champion Mustafa Ali. The Secret Service are restraining Bailey on the ground, but making him look up, as it seems as though Ali is about to swing a chair into the head of Mike Bailey, but it's stopped by Trent Seven, to which Ali takes his frustration out on Seven instead. Steel chair to the leg, and then puts him in the sharpshooter until security and referees come down. Fun segment, great match. Excited for the title match at Slammiversary. Now it's not just going to be two wrestlers wrestling. It's got a story behind it. Bayley's going to be coming in angry, which isn't really a side we've seen as people before. Yeah, but I'm guessing Trent's out for a little bit. Don't know, but I'm excited for this one. Should be a really good match at Slammiversary. Yeah, it's fun. Can't really put too much thought on it. All in all, very, very solid match. We then get a segment, or get like a segment, a video package from Steph Delander, who's on the beach in Australia. She had to go home because she's got exes coming out of the woodwork. But asks if PCO will wait for her until she returns. Yeah, okay. Wait and see what happens with that one. Then we're back, and it's time for the second title match of the night. The Digital Media Championship is on the line as AJ Francis defends against the War Machine Rhino. Of course, it's Philadelphia, which means you've got to break out the older ECW guys. They have to make an appearance. It's, I think, almost law at this point. You have to get someone from ECW over when you're in the 2300. That match ends in a DQ when Rich Swann kicks Rhino in the face. But before anything else can really happen, after a little beatdown from First Class, Santino Morale comes out, makes the match a Philadelphia street fight, because again, it's law when TNA's in Philadelphia. I mean, nothing really happens. A few chair shots, table set up in the corner. AJ Francis hits a low blow, and pins Rhino 1, 2, 3. Pointless. I don't even know what that was. I have no words for it. It felt like nothing. Nothing happened. Yeah, it was. And then, of course, PCO comes out. AJ Francis chokeslams PCO on the ramp. Holds the titles above him. Pointless. I've got nothing else to say. Pointless. I don't get it. Then we have Knockouts action. Giselle Shaw defeats Tasha Steelz. Match I didn't know was happening. Crowd weren't into it. I like Giselle a lot. I like Tasha Steelz a lot. Not the most enjoyable match. Giselle's obviously on a comeback, but it's been off TV minus 1 week and one appearance on Explosion. Tasha has been on TV regular, but losing regular too. Don't think she's won a match, apart from beating Danny Luna. Jody Threat a few weeks ago, because Jody Threat didn't pin her. Not a fan of this. Can do better. Can do a lot better. And then we go backstage. Zaya Brookside's watching the match and tells Gia that she's going after Alicia Edwards. Zaya versus Alicia Edwards. Zaya Brookside, Alicia Edwards. Alicia Edwards, Zaya Brookside. I'm not. Oh, I can go on a rant about that, but I don't like it. Zaya Brookside is not the most entertaining, and nor's Lish. Lish has gotten better because she's a heel, but please turn Zaya heel at least. And also talks about PCO and Steph Delander for no real reason. Silly. Uh, then back to the ring. JDC, Johnny Dango Curtis defeats Chris Bay after a distraction from the Systems, Mars and Edwards. Fine. Again, not biggest fan of this, but I understand it. It just bothers me, I guess. Why is Chris Bay losing to JDC? Why? Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really happened, like apart from the system getting involved. Not the most entertaining. Match was good, but I just wasn't a fan of it. That's not the ending. Hey, main event time. Moose and the roulette tag team match. TNA World Champion Moose and Steve Macklin defeat Josh Alexander and Joe Hendry. Good tag team match. Joe Hendry, the most over person in this match. Steve Macklin, always got time for Steve Macklin. With Josh Alexander, however, it feels like since TNA chose to extend his contract for the extra year, it hasn't been quite the same with Josh, for me. Like, he's not been on TV a whole lot. It certainly doesn't feel like it. Apart from the Hammerstone stuff, it's not really been a lot going on for Josh. I get the injury. Then team with EY a couple of times. It just feels like we're losing Josh. Nothing on Josh. He's still there. He's still working. I don't know. I just feels like we're losing Josh. Could be wrong, but hey, at least we've got Joe Hendry, right? Frankie Kazarian is on commentary for this one, burying everyone, but also putting them over at the same time. Like getting that balance just right on commentary. They didn't keep cutting to Kazarian on comms, which I liked. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of constantly cutting to the wrestler on commentary, because it just can take away from the match sometimes. Yeah, Joe Hendry's a beast, Moose is a beast, Macklin's a beast, and Joe's Josh. Like, 10 German suplexes. Finish comes after a distraction from Kazarian. Kazarian pulls Joe Hendry from the apron. Josh distracted. Moose spears Josh, and then Macklin hits the KIA for the win. And yeah, pretty much it. Good match. We were told that Nemeth is unsure of Nemeth, whether Nemeth is going to be cleared for the world title match at Slammiversary. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the 6-way. I like the 6-way. I'm excited for it. Hopefully next week we get like a summit or something. Quite fun. But yeah, beyond that, pretty much it. Let me know what you thought about the show. Let me know what you thought about the NXTNA stuff. Let me know if you think Nemeth will be out of the match at Slam and who you can see replacing him. Let me know what you thought about the show. Let me know what you think about everything. And as before, please hit subscribe if you haven't already. It goes a long way. I appreciate you all. Follow me here, there, everywhere. I've been that MIC. Until next time. Goodbye, my friends.